was yours?
We worked the whole time and had a good time. I guess I'm trying to think the last time I saw you was Friday morning. Was that what it was? So Friday morning came and went, and Saturday had a great scrimmage. Came out here about 137 plays, I believe, total with special teams included, and really crisp, really healthy. A lot of good things. Obviously, a lot of things that we can correct, but I would say after 6 or 7. Strength guys getting cranked up over there. I don't know if it was 6 or 7, but I'd say we were probably ahead of schedule. Very happy with the attitude and the intensity our guys took. And then yesterday went out and got another good one in yesterday after after a physical scrimmage the day before, and got a lot accomplished. And we're at a 2-a-day today, so today's the grind starts. We had a little team, individual dinners last night by position coaches, so we freshened them up before we get after here today. So with that, you guys got any questions?
Did the offense win the scrimmage?
The offense did win the scrimmage. It came down to a 2-minute situation. With the 1s and 2s at the end, it was a tight ball game. And the offense did win the scrimmage. That's why they're wearing the blue jerseys today. You can always tell by the jersey color. You guys, EJ didn't give that to you?
We figured it out. Anything unless you said.
No, you didn't ask me though. I don't. We always got to give that out, EJ. Yeah, the offense did win the scrimmage.
Did you make any adjustments to the depth chart after the scrimmage?
There's little adjustments. Nothing major. Which is I guess a good thing. I'd say about 3, maybe 4 little changes that you probably won't be able to see out there in the time period you're out there. But nothing that would surprise you. But little moves here and there that usually happen.
Obviously a good weekend for some of your former players. Tyler and Lafayette had some big plays in their preseason games, and KK just signed with Steelers. How excited does camp get you and the players get seeing that happen?
You know what, we do get excited. I get excited. Those are Pitt Panthers, those are Pitt men. And the next day we got both of those plays up on there. We didn't get a chance to see Grigsby's, Freeze's plays as well. But those are guys we're following closely. I hope all those guys have a dream to play at that next level and to watch. I text Lafayette saying, hey, how many times have you pressed and done that? You should be good down there in Miami, pressing and doing what you're doing. That's what he did every day here for a year. I'm not sure what he did the first 4 years, but that's what he does. And just to see it transfer from that field to down to Miami in an NFL game, proud of those guys.
How much of a mental or maybe physical grind is the 2 days going to be for especially the freshmen?
You know what? We got a tough group out there. I think they're, we got 20 seniors, and they're gonna, they're just like little ducklings. Mommy and Daddy are gonna walk, and they're gonna kind of follow. So I think they'll do a good job, following the leaders.
You mentioned things coming with the linebackers. Did you see anything you needed to see Saturday?
Yeah, Jen. I think we've got good depth there. I think that when you look at it overall, the starting group, Galambos and Mike Caprera, Virginis is doing a great job. Salim Brightwell continues to just make plays. He doesn't always get lined up the way we want him to, but he's a football player. And now at the start position, Sean Idoa does a nice job. Elijah Zeiss had a nice scrimmage. Bam Bradley, I have mentioned, he's kind of been floating around doing a little bit of both, and he's much improved. And so we've got a lot of depth at that position.
You mentioned after the scrimmage that you guys struggled a little bit in the red zone. Is that? What do you see that you need to improve there? Because even Nate said
struggled.
The offense did.
Okay.
Nate mentioned last week that he needs to be better in that regard.
Yeah.
What do you see you guys are doing?
Yeah, we'll get down in there. The field gets constricted a little bit. We kind of tighten it down, and just tiny little things. Guys making plays. Had a little procedure down there, so that's part of it. That's easy. That's easy fix. So a lot of easy fixable things, and the defense is doing some good things down there as well. So that's it's scoring defense and scoring offense, and we like to score when they're down there. As a head coach, you feel good for the defense, and then you kind of go, oh, we got to score points down there. So you're never happy as you sit up in that office up there.
Which of the
top view, what sort of benchmarks, what things do you look for as camp progresses, as signs that your team is moving forward?
Well, the first thing is there's not many guys in yellow jerseys. So if you got that, then we have a healthy, conditioned team, and I think Dave Andrews done a great job through the offseason of preparing them, and I think they're doing a great job of recovery after a practice. And today will be a big day. This week will be, a big day. We're, really, I told those guys yesterday, today's number 8, which really, we've gotten after yesterday's 7. you know, if you didn't count a spring game, that's halfway through spring ball, really. So we got spring, you know, half of spring ball done in 1 week. Okay, that's kind of, you know, that's a different deal. So after this week, we'll have 15 days done of spring ball, and then we move on and get better. So, you know, the things we're looking for is consistency. You know, who are those guys that are consistently, you know, going to do it, or they like a yo-yo up and down. One day, you're, you know, so the consistency part of it, the guys that are engaged every day when they go out there and focused on the little things that they need to do to get better.
Are you seeing any separation at running back, Pat?
You know what? There's so many good players back there right now that, you know, you're not seeing a whole lot. You know, I really right now, and again, I'm not going to give you a depth chart, but all those guys are doing a great job. I mean, you know, James continues to impress, in my opinion. I might even tweet out one of his runs, just like the end of it, so you can't see the whole thing. But you know, he continues to impress. I thought about it, I just kind of been holding off on you guys a little bit. But you know, it was a nice cut that I was kind of smiling at. But you know, Rashid had a great day the other day. Darren Hall had a great day. Moss continues to impress as well. And Quadri's been really, really versatile in what he can do. And so I'm happy with the stable we have back there.
Talked about
time, Coach.
We got at least one more question. My little man back here, where's he at? What's his name? You got to ask one question. You got one question. Okay? Dad's got to help you out. Okay? Anything? You got a question? Nothing?
Say how's Ben DiNucci doing?
Okay. What's the question?
How's
Quarterback situation?
Yeah, how's Ben doing as far as where is he compared to a year ago?
You know, he's certainly better. He's made some nice throws. I think his knowledge of the offense is a lot better. You know, right now I think Manny Stalker is ahead of him right now. You know, it's probably one of those old spots that, you know, that we've seen a little bit of change. So, you know, as we move closer to September 3rd, we got to start to get that depth chart squeezed down and really get repetitions to the guys that need them. And right now, Manny's separated himself a little bit at that spot. You know, you're talking a fifth-year senior compared to a second-year, you know, redshirt freshman.
Okay.
Last question.
at running back. You talked about using.
Already talked about those guys.
You talked about using guys a lot, multiple guys on the field at the same time. How much do things like Quadri's blocking ability, Rashid's pass catching ability, those specific skill sets play into like the kind of role that you're going to carve out for those guys?
You know, certainly it's a it's a major factor. I mean, you know, that's what we do as coaches. I mean, whether it's a guy that can cover and he can, you know, and the guys that can't cover, we're going to get them involved in the run game. You know, put them in there when we know it's going to be a run. The same thing in that situation. But obviously, as a tailback, you better be versatile to do both. If you're just a runner and you can't pass protect or catch, you know, defenses know that. So we're certainly going to use the tools that they have. All right, guys, thanks.